Hello there and welcome to ABC Interactive English. I'm Mike.
I'm Rainbow.
And thank you all for joining us for our Building Character unit for this month. Now, before we begin, I would just like to say this. Stand up straight. Get those shoulders back. Tuck that tummy in. Stick your chest out. No, we haven't joined the army. I'm just passing on the usual advice we hear when people, like our parents, are telling us about good posture or how to stand properly.
Yes, your parents or teachers or other people have passed along advice like this to you over the years, and it is generally good advice. Having good posture is important for our health. If you bend your back all the time, it can have bad effects on your body that will become more of a problem as you get older.
Sure, sore backs, neck problems, general body stiffness can all come from not standing up straight. But there are other things that bad posture can also cause. Things that might not be so obvious and easy to guess.
And one of those is that bad posture can affect how others look at you or how they think of you. It's true. So, for the next 2 days, our Building Character unit is going to help us look at some of the reasons why standing straight can help you do very well in this world.
That's right. But first, though, we need to check out all of the new vocabulary that we will be using today. So, let's go check that out now.
今天的文章叫做 You are how you stand 你是怎么站在世界上怎么样子看自己的呢我们先来看几个单字第一个 confident 自信的是个形容词 Jared is a confident basketball player Jared is a confident basketball player Jared 是个有自信的篮球员第二个单字 doubt 怀疑不相信是个动词 Everyone doubts themselves sometimes Everyone doubts themselves sometimes 每个人都有怀疑自己的时候第三个单字 spread 伸展是个动词英文有一句鼓励的话说 Spread your wings and fly Spread your wings and fly 把你的翅膀展开飞翔吧最后一个单字 room 空间是个名词在这边不是房间那个 room 是空间比方说 I need some room to think I need some room to think 我需要一些空间思考如果对方跟你这样说就代表他需要一个人咯好我们现在看完单字例句一起回到课文中
How do you think and feel about yourself? Are you confident or do you doubt yourself?Do you feel you have the power to do anything? Or do you feel you have no power at all?
Explanation 1
Okay, so our article is titled, You are how you stand. I guess this is just a different version of the well-known expression, you are what you eat. Yes.Meaning that your body is built and powered by the food that you eat, so try to eat healthy food if you want a healthy body. If you have junk food, your body won't be doing so well.
Right, and so I guess our title means that if you want to be healthy and happy, stand up straight. Let's start reading now to find out how this all works.
All right, great. And the first sentence in our article is actually a question.And it asks, how do you think and feel about yourself? In other words, what is your opinion? Not other people's opinion, but your opinion of you.
And next we get a few more questions to help us focus on this idea. The article asks, are you confident or do you doubt yourself? Do you believe in yourself all of the time or do you often ask yourself if you're good enough, smart enough, things like that?
Yeah. And speaking of feeling confident, here's another couple of questions from the article. Do you feel you have the power to do anything? Or do you feel you have no power at all? Wow, there are some important things to think about there, and possibly some difficult questions for us to answer. Well, let's take a break here, and then we'll come back to find out how this whole idea of personal confidence is connected to how we stand. It should be interesting.
Yep.
We'll see you soon.
You may not know this, but you are already telling people how you feel. You tell them with your body language. For example, confident people make themselves big. They spread their bodies and take up more room. On the other hand, shy people hunch and make themselves small. However, it doesn't have to be that way.
Explanation 2.
Welcome back. Okay, so for today and tomorrow, our building character unit is all about personal confidence and how it connects to how we stand.
And as we begin reading today's part of the unit, we were asking and thinking a lot about some really important questions about how confident in the world we feel and how much power we think we have.
Now, when we use the word power here, we aren't talking about the power of a police officer to arrest people or the power of a company president to make decisions. We're talking about the power you feel to kind of stand up for yourself, the power to believe that your opinions and needs are just as important as anyone else's, the power and confidence you would need to stand up for yourself and say, I need this because I deserve it.
好，麦克老师这边提到的 power 不是警察要抓坏人的权利哦，是你自己本身的能力。那 arrest 这边的动词就能当做逮捕的意思。Okay, and the way you stand, believe it or not, can have a big effect on how people see you and the power that you might have. As we read on, it says, you may not know this, but you are already telling people how you feel. And you're doing all of this without words, just how you stand.
Yeah, exactly. So if we aren't using words, how are we telling other people? It says you tell them with your body language. And this is where how we stand comes into it.
To give you a better idea of what we're talking about, the next part of the article has several examples. We read, for example, confident people make themselves big. They spread their bodies and take up more room. Okay, sure. So I can think of a few people who do this. Often when you see pictures of world leaders like presidents, for example, they stand with their arms slightly away from their sides, shoulders back. It makes them look big and important.
Yeah, presidents. It's funny you mention that. When I thought of this, I thought of George W. Bush, the second Bush president. He used to even walk with his arms out, kind of like this. It looked a little funny to me, like he was coming from the gym or something, but maybe it helped him to look and feel more confident. This is very interesting stuff. Okay, so let's pause here briefly so that we can check out today's first grammar point.
大家好，我是 Daphne。今天的第一则文法是 take up space， 意思是占用空间。take 在这里是及物动词，占用的意思。三态是 take、took、taken。副词 up 则是彻底、完全的意思。合在一起 take up space 就是占用空间，为不可分动词片语。例如 Videos take up a lot of your iPhone storage space. 影片占用了许多 iPhone 的储存空间。
All right, welcome back. So we've learned today that confident people often stand or even walk by making themselves look big, spreading out their bodies and taking up more room. This gives out a feeling that this is a confident person who knows what they are doing. You know, this kind of reminds me of how some animals, like
Yeah,
cats,
yeah.
you know, will puff up their fur to make themselves look tougher before a fight.
Yeah.
Often just by doing that, making their body look big, the other animal will just run away. It might all be a show, but it sure works. They often don't fight. And what about people who aren't confident? What about those people? Do they stand a different way? Well, as we get to the end of the article, we read, on the other hand, shy people hunch and make themselves small.
在这边加一个补充单字 hunch， 弯腰驼背的意思。钟楼怪人就叫做 Hunchback of Notre Dame。所以呢，文章里面提到比较害羞或是没有自信的人会驼背。I see this a lot.
Interesting. So this is the opposite of the big, confident way of standing. If you're not confident, you make yourself very small so that people maybe don't notice you and hopefully they just leave you alone. Definitely not a sign of confidence.
This also makes me think of animals that might roll themselves up or make themselves small so they don't look dangerous to a bigger animal. That message is, I am so small and helpless. I'm not going to bother you, so please leave me alone. So it might keep you safe, but it'll limit the things you can do.
Yes, you won't get eaten, but you won't become the leader of the pack. That is a good point. So, is it always this way? Do confident people always look and stand confidently, while shy people always look small and weak? Well, the simple answer is no.
No.
And we'll be finding out more about this tomorrow. But as we wrap up the article for today, we read, however, it doesn't have to be that way. And we'll learn much more about this tomorrow. But before we finish for today, though, we need to check in with Daphne one more time for our second and third grammar points of the day. It's a twofer.
第二则文法是 on the other hand， 意思是另一方面，是副词片语，使用的时候通常放在句子的开头，并且用逗点与后方的主要子句隔开，用以引出与前文相反的事实。例如 ，Cats ignore their owners. On the other hand, dogs respond when you call them. 猫咪无视主人。另一方面，狗会回应主人的呼唤。第三则文法是 It doesn't have to be that way， 意思是不需要这个样子。代名词 it 代指前文提到的负面事件。动词片语 have to 意思是必须，前方加上否定助动词 doesn't have to 就是不必。That way 则是名词片语那样的意思。It doesn't have to be that way 字面意思就是某件事不必那样。例如 Learning English can be boring. It doesn't have to be that way. 学习英文可能很无聊，其实大可不必那样。
Okay, ladies and gents, that's all the time we have for you today. Thanks for joining us, and please come back tomorrow for part 2 of our Building Character unit. Until then, take care and
Bye-bye.
bye-bye.
You are how you stand. How do you think and feel about yourself? Are you confident or do you doubt yourself? Do you feel you have the power to do anything? Or do you feel you have no power at all? You may not know this, but you are already telling people how you feel. You tell them with your body language. For example, confident people make themselves big. They spread their bodies and take up more room. On the other hand, shy people hunch and make themselves small. However, it doesn't have to be that way.
Welcome to
English in action. I'm Holly.
I am Shane.
So 今天的主题你会不会讲？
你为什么要考我 ？OK， 是否成功还言之过早吗？
让专业的来。是否成功还言之过早？
Wow.
Okay, that sounded really 做作。
Chinese is so good.
Thank you. Anyway,
How do we say this in English, huh?
I don't know. Let's look at the dialogue.
Okay, dialogue. So, will you have time to see a movie with me this weekend?
It's too early to say.
Why won't you tell me? I want to go on a date with you. When?
Well, this weirdo here, 我才不要跟他约会嘞。
So it's too early to say.
It's too
not
early
true.
to-
You don't want to go out. No matter what. 这是借口。
I mean, 稍早的时候我觉得 it's too early to say, but 现在我觉得你很 crazy, 所以就不要了。
It's too early to say. 就是跟中文的是差不多 right?
对，就是言之过早了，太早了。Early 就是早。
Yeah, to say. To say 应该就是做这个决定，或是给你我的答案。
对。
Right. Okay. Or there's another interesting way to say this. The jury is still out.
哦 yeah. So jury 其实就是我们的比如说你犯罪，然后现在要到那个就要审判嘛。然后这时候那个法官他就是要讨论你有没有罪，然后要做判决。可是你还没有办法做决定，对不对？
因为 the jury is still 他们还在讨论。
他们还在外面，所以不能做决定，所以还太早了。
Yeah, the jury is still out. Hey, interesting, right?
Interesting.
Okay, so if you don't know how to say it in English,
靠我们就对了。
it's too early to say.
It's too early to say.
The jury is still out.
The jury is still out.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny， 欢迎收看我们1分钟的单元。在这1分钟的时间里面，我们要复习4个单字，还会找4个例句。同学们准备好没？1分钟计时开始。第一个单字叫做有自信的，自信的怎么说？叫做 confident。Confident, you should feel more confident about your looks. 你应该对自己的外表外貌更有自信啊。好，第二个单词呢叫做怀疑、不相信，这只是动词，叫做 doubt。Doubt 它也可以当名词来指怀疑。OK，I doubt Brad will tell you the truth。Brad will tell you the truth 就是 Brad 会把真相告诉你，然后前面加个 I doubt 就是我不相信这件事，我怀疑这件事情。好，第三个单字呢叫做伸展，或者是延伸出去，这个字叫什么？伸展就是 spread。动词三态一样哦 ，spread。She spread her arms wide and hugged me。她张开双手给我一个大大的拥抱。第四个单字它可以指房间，不过也可以拿来当不可数名词表示空间，这字叫做 room。There is no more room in the garage。车库里面已经没有更多空间了，所以看到这句不要以为车库里面没有房间，是说没有空间。OK， 好，我们在1分钟之内已经复习完4个单字，已经造完4个例句喽，同学表现很棒，那我们下次见喽，拜拜。